morning, Ifako. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, planet Earth. How are you doing today? I trust you are all doing good. Here we are from Ifako, Ifako Radio, giving you the newspaper review from Ifako Radio to the world. My name is Victor Kolade Adogbajale, and here with me is
Esther. Good morning.
Morning. Yeah. So I think starting with, it is good when you wake up in the morning to start with exercise, right? Yeah, I think medical doctors describe that you do exercise in the morning, and that's why I'm going on the games of sport first. So on the news for this morning, the newspaper review for this morning on Punch newspaper, we have WAFCON news, which says Nigeria faced Zambia in WAFCON last 8 as a quarterfinal. Nigeria faced Zambia in WAFCON last 8. Nigeria's credentials in African women's football will be put to test on Friday, which is today, as 9-time champions, the Super Falcons faced 2022 bronze medalist Zambia in the first quarterfinal match of the 2024 WAFCON in Morocco. Punch Sports. Okay. So today's encounter is scheduled for the Labi Zaole Stadium, Casablanca, where the Falcons earned the right to remain after their topping of the group with 7 points. So Zambia might have finished second in their group to get a date with Nigeria, but they also finished with 7 points in the group that has hosts and Morocco and Senegal in them. So the game will be the fourth meeting at the Continental Showcase between the two countries. The most recent being the 1-0 victory for Zambia in third place playoff during the last edition in 2022. Before then, the Super Falcons have shown total dominance over the Copper Queens, as the Zambia footballers, beating them with 6-0 during a group stage meeting that was in 2014, as well as another 4-0 thrashing 4 years later, that was in 2018, en route to winning their 9th title. While it could be said that the times have changed in African women football, the Super Falcons have been humbled since the last edition in 2022, losing to South Africa, Morocco, and then Zambia. So, today, we will be awaiting and anticipating the Nigerian match, the Super Falcons match, the Copper Queen, that's the Zambia female footballer, that will happen today for WAFCON. Well, it is quite interesting that our ladies are actually doing great. Yeah, I say what a man can do, a man can do better. Well, maybe we can link that to Nigerian sports, because in Nigerian sport, I think the female are actually thriving better than female. Yeah, I can support that when it comes to Nigerian sports only, just Nigerian sports only. So, well, from statistics, as read earlier, Nigeria, the Super Falcons and the Copper Queens of Zambia, they've actually met a couple of times, like about 3-4 times back. And the first time they met was a win for the Zambians, where they actually trashed out Nigerian Super Falcons 1-0, and then the second time was a 6-0 win for us, and the third time was a 4-0 win in 2018. So, and then I think the last time it was a loss against Nigerian Super Falcons. But however, if you look at the statistics, the major win they had from Zambia is 1-0, which was like 2010 back. So we won them 6-0, we won them 4-0. So I believe the energy is still there. What do you think about the Super Falcons?
They should just be ready to face them. Just been beating them up close to like 3 times now.
Yes.
Still that one commission themselves.
Yeah, definitely. And I look forward to when you also join the Super Falcons. Why is it that you want to join the Super Falcons? There's money in football.
Okay, for the Nation newspaper, I have here Lagos company partner to train 500 youths. 500 youths are to acquire free skills to the new Learning for Life program sponsored by the Diego, Nigeria, and Lagos State. Managing Director of Diego, Bayo Ali, and Director of Programs at Lagos State Employment Trust for LSETF, Going Damola Ekweyemi, have signed a memorandum of understanding. Commissioner for Wealth Creation, Akiyemi Ajiko Tafe, who represented the governor, lauded Diego for the initiative. He reaffirmed the state's commitment to the program. Learning for Life is a free training by Diego to equip young Nigerians, especially those unemployed or disadvantaged, refuse to work in the hospitality industry. It covers classroom training, internship, and job placement. Diego said introduced the program to tackle youth unemployment. Participants will be trained on hospitality, business, communication, teamwork, bar and service, budgeting, CV writing, and job readiness. The program also covers gender and disability inclusion, positive thinking, and addressing work harassment. It blends learning with experience. It begins with a 1 week in training and an 11-week internship. This is actually 500 weeks going in training for CV writing, business, classroom. It's actually a good one. Like Diego said, that is to elevate unemployment in youths and the Lagos State's industry is actually making them it's just a good one. At least what the headlines of the team they're trying to alleviate poverty and unemployment from youth. That's a good one to the economy, to give one to Lagos State for this war.
From my own side, I would say I'm not surprised. Yeah, this is the center of excellence, and we have been maintaining excellence, particularly when it comes to the youth space. Yeah, I always give kudos to Governor Babajide Olusegun when it comes to affairs, because I think he has always, from inception of his first term, he has put the right peg in the right hole by giving us the youthful commissioner and youthful SSAs. The SSA on youth mobilization, the commissioner for youth, and just recently, the Lagos State government also sponsored a couple of youth to Canada on a tour to go and learn, get exposure. Yeah. So it is not something new in Lagos. It has always been like that. And the Ministry of Youth and Social Development, led by the commissioner Kolade, they have actually been doing fantastically well. So we just expect more. And which they have been doing. So we are liberties and we just say we want more. So this is just a very, very commendable one. But then exactly, yeah, I must mention and appreciate the government of Lagos State, but from the reviews I've been seeing about the Canada tour, I also saw the person living with disability as part of the people. So I don't know. I think we should commend the governor of Lagos State for his Teams Plus agenda. Yeah, his Teams Plus agenda, plus meaning inclusion of gender equality, social inclusion, and then youth. So he has included everybody, and then I think it's a very good one.
Okay, secondly, I have on the Vanguard. Soldiers rejected 13.7 million naira bribe from terrorists. Soldiers rejected 13.7 million naira bribe from terrorists. Abuja, the defense headquarters, has revealed that troops of Operation Safe have rejected the 13.7 million bribe offered by terrorists during an operation along the Jos Sanga Road in Plateau State. Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Marcus Kanye, declared that while briefing journalists on military operations across the country on Thursday in Abuja, Kanye said the troops have responded to a distress call about terrorist activities when they intercepted two terrorists who attempted to bribe them with 13.7 million naira. They said that the troops also conducted offensive operations and responded to distress call in Bassa, Bakin Ladi, Saudi Waz, Riyon, and just East local government areas of Plateau State. According to him, the troops similarly conducted offensive operations in Kaura and Sangan, the local government areas of Kaduna State. Some weapons, ammunition, motorcycles, and vehicles were recovered from them. Similarly, troops of Operation Safe Haven, while on routine patrol, arrested 7 militants or criminals in Bakin Ladi and just South local government of Plateau State, as well as Wamba and Sanga local government of Nasarawa and Kaduna State. This is a good, I would say, it's a good one. If people actually dishonest, we will not be having this terrorist attack. Because I know they are being sponsored by someone and they are being accepted by another set of people. Imagine the soldiers now, if they are accepted in the 7 million bribe, lives should have gone. Like, lives should have gone and they will have that. Probably when they start calling them for rescue, they will come 2 hours of paper after they might have gone. So kudos to these soldiers for their honesty in their work. They are really doing a good job. It's not easy staying out in sex life. It's very not easy. I have a friend who is a soldier. When you was this, I would always complain that it's not easy. Today they are having terrorist attacks, tomorrow snake bites, tomorrow bomb blasts. It's always a problem. And sometimes they almost sell themselves out. They betray each other. So for these soldiers to have rejected such whooping amount of money, I would say kudos to them. God bless them for their labor.
Yeah, I also want to join you giving kudos to the Nigerian soldiers, but when it comes to patriotism, I must sincerely give kudos to Nigerian soldiers. There is a part of the NYSC anthem that says, "On that is one and that is how they always go." I think my little experience with soldiers, their level of their passion, whatever they do, particularly when it comes to hoisting the flag, they hoist the flag under the hot sun or heavy rain. They don't bloody care. Even the person who blows the big will be under the sun or in the rain. So this is a very big one for the Nigerian army. You guys are doing great, and we understand that this purchasing power, which we call money, is a very tricky one. And for them to have actually neglected the bribe of over 10 million naira, it's a very very great one, and we hope that our system of security gets stronger day by day. Because in everything, I usually say this: every organization you want to enter, every building, majorly, you see something like safety first. So it is a very, very good one that ensure that our security system has high level of integrity and they are absolutely fine. So on the Punch newspaper today, I'm seeing a kind of plot twist here. So it says Dangote holds fuel discount. Okay, fuel discount scheme amid fraud allegation. Dangote holds fuel discount scheme amid fraud allegation. So it says Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemical has uncovered a fresh racket involving some of its affiliate marketers and strategic partners who have been diverting subsidized refined petroleum products for profit, prompting the suspension of the refinery discounted fuel supply scheme. Investigation by the refinery revealed that certain marketers who were granted discounted products meant to ensure affordability and steady supply across retail outlets and have been rerouting the loaded truck to unregistered third-party marketers. The scheme was originally designed to support Dangote's registered affiliate marketers in achieving stable profits. And says, however, the marketers were found to be circumventing the distribution chain and allowing importing non-registered marketers to pick up products from the refinery using their authority to collect loading tickets. This allowed them to cash in on the price differential without incurring the legitimate costs associated with logistics, retail station operations, or administrative compliance, making fast profit. The refinery noted that the diverted products were often sold at market rates far above the agreed subsidized prices, effectively undermining the core objectives of the scheme and distorting the downstream market. So it says the latest directive was disclosed in a letter to all strategic partners on July 13, 2025, signed by the Group Executive Director of Commercial Operations, Fatima Dangote, and obtained by our correspondent on Thursday. The management of Dangote Refinery disclosed that some marketers were selling petroleum products directly from the farmer at rates below the official country price and acts which is deemed inimical to the long-term sustainability of the operation. So this is the reason I say it's kind of a twist, but just was it last week when we heard the news that Dangote's last price of fuel petroleum from 837 naira to 820 naira per liter. But now the issue has occurred again, and they are saying that fuel price is going to still remain as high as it used to be. Because his plan initially is that by the end of this year, they are going to experience steady slash in price of fuel, which started that was last week when we reduced the price of fuel from 837 naira per liter to 820 naira per liter. But now we are getting information that Dangote holds fuel discount scheme amid fraud allegation. See, I think something I usually say is this: that people are very, very funny, and they use their own personality to turn into the general public. Because from here now, you can see that some people have used their own influence and to just affect everybody. Because this is the right process to have access to this thing before you speak. But you have boycotted so many processes. Imagine when you're supposed to go through like 2 steps before you reach the peak, but then you are just going for the peak. Then definitely you misuse the opportunity coming from there. And that is why then they say, okay, we are going to halt the discount scheme which we have planned for Nigeria. And this is not a good one. This is not a good one because the sin of these people is going to affect the general public. Or what do you think?
We had to hold it that they were selling by cutting before, which is very wrong for them, knowing that it's surely affects the masses. I mean, some people are okay seeing the masses suffer, or they don't all they are after is just their pockets and their own gain. And it's not right, it's not supposed to be so. We are supposed to be honest. And most times when people blame government. How about you? Are you being honest in what you're doing? In your own place, in your own office, what are you doing? You always blame the government is not doing it. Now imagine this set of people that they're supposed to help to get your lesser and help the masses for your instead you are adding to the problem. And then next they will come out and
That's every mishap that happens in the country, even when their grandfather died, they think especially on social media, so many funny things, so many funny things. Anything that happens, I was going on TikTok recently, and somebody just commented on okay, lost and she lost her grandmother. Someone blamed her. I'm just like, seriously. People were now like, okay, how old is the grandmother? She said 87 years. People were asking the president, how did Tinubu cause? He said he doesn't know, but he does want to play. So this is just Nigerian for any mishap that happens. People they like to blame government.
Okay, on the Vanguard, I have a sad news, but FCT police arrest a man over a death of 3-year-old boy who drowned in a covered septic tank. Abuja police operative from Durumi Divisional Headquarters under the Federal Capital Territory FCT command have arrested a man identified as Jalo following the tragic death of a 3-year-old boy who drowned in an uncovered septic tank in Durumi to Abuja. The earthquaking incident occurred on the evening of Tuesday, July 16, 2025, at about 9 p.m. when the toddler reportedly playing within the residential compound accidentally slipped and fell into the exposed subway filled with human waste. The statement released by the FCT Police Public Relations Officer, Superintendent John Spin, Ade, the suspect was accused of gross negligence, having allegedly ignored the dead warnings and pleas from neighbors to secure the hazardous septic tank. Preliminary investigation revealed that the uncovered subway and long posed the danger to residents in the area, Ade said. Several warnings and pleas were reportedly made by concerned neighbors to the suspect who failed to take the necessary action. The child was eventually pulled out of the tank and rushed to the hospital where he was sadly pronounced dead. Jalo is currently in police custody as investigations continue. Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Police FCC has expressed deep sorrow for the incident and extended condolence to the bereaved family. It's actually a sad one. How can you have it from a compound you're not covering your septic tank? It's very bad. And imagine the boy, 3-year-old, trying to play around and nobody knows what. And now, according to the story, said they've been reporting and telling the man to cover the tank, but he has refused not to do this yet happen. Now, maybe after your next step, you will not have time to do that. So, now what happens to the family that has lost their child?
Well, I think everybody must be close to particularly the man who has said that because it is very, very uncalled for you to understand the situation of the environment, knowing that you have kids, you have toddlers around, and then you have exposed hazards, just like that was around the cover. So I think it's important that the family of actually the baby take it up, then the person who was in the septic tank also got.
Well, even a similar issue that happened in the that was last week. That was what caught my attention. The same storyline. The woman left her child, 2-year-old girl, with her neighbor and went out. Coming back, the woman went out to the call. Found that the child was doing her. The boy fell into the septic tank. It was also uncovered. Before she came, started looking for the boy, she didn't know where she could not find him. Not until she found his slippers beside the tank. He has already done before they rushed into the stage. So all people, like all landlords, should just try to cover their septic tanks. Maybe they have any.
Yeah, and this is also a charge to all parents to be extra careful, just like that will be extra careful. So it's it's important that every parent should ensure the safety of their wards, of their children, of anybody that is living under them. Because, as I usually say, safety first. So, if you as a parent, you don't know that your child is following, and fine, children can be very, very funny. You can't be a robot, but then there's no limit to how careful you should be. There's no limit. You should just give reward the pass mark for being careful just 100%. Because when you default being careful and it causes a mishap, definitely, no matter how, even if you're careful 99%, that 1% that you have used to cause harm or danger to overrule the 99%. So I think I charge all parents to ensure that so on the Guardian newspaper today, this is very, very sister kidnaps brother. Okay, sisters kidnap brother, collect 30 million naira ransom in a sisters came together to kidnap their brother, collect ransom. Wow. Maybe the boy is the breadwinner of the family. Like, okay, we cannot just have to use that side. But let's get into it. So, the Enugu State Police Command has arrested two sisters, Juliet Chukwu and Ngozi Nancy Chukwu, for allegedly masterminding the abduction of their elder brother, Mr. Friday. I said it. Both suspects who serve in Nigerian security agencies. Wow. Juliet accused of arranging the kidnapping, which took place last month along the Port Harcourt Expressway near the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital in Ifako government area. According to sources familiar with the case, the sisters' action led to the payment of a 30 million ransom for Mr. Chukwu. The victim hails from Ameze village in Ishiagu, Igbo local government area of Ebonyi State. Further investigation reportedly linked the two to the recent abduction of the general manager of China Oriental Mining Company, Engineer Dennis Igwe, who was also kidnapped in the same vicinity earlier this week. The 10 million naira ransom was allegedly paid for Igwe's. So police operatives tracked the suspect to a hotel where they were reportedly caught while attempting to share the ransom money. Yeah, authorities say 4 other individuals believed to be part of the syndicate remain at large. Commenting on the incident, the chairman of Igbo local government, where these mishap happened, that was Chief Emmanuel Aja, confirmed the arrest and said he had written to both the Enugu State Command and the Ebonyi Command of the NSCDC regarding the matter. This is funny and it's weird. Because as sisters, why would you arrange the kidnap of your brother because of ransom? Yeah, even if it's not touching money. Yeah. You know the funniest part of it, or sad part of it is that these two sisters are in the security agents of Nigeria. One is into immigration, the other is an agent of the NSCDC. So it is very, 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 very disheartening because you are a law enforcement agent of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and then you are still defaulting the law. So I think I don't know, but they should be brought to book. They should be brought to book. This is very, very. I don't know. The family, now that the brother has been released and all of that, the family, how do they unite the family meeting and say, okay, just all each other? It's not going to happen. Yes.
So family might not come up. One will have to just contact. But for them to have planned such a thing against their own brother, now imagine if it's not their own brother. If you don't have another and that brother, then it's because the family have to contact. But for them to tell it, they're capable of doing any other thing.
Definitely, they must have, because they said from the news that like a week before that time, there was a kidnap of someone also with the ransom of 10 million naira. So possibly it will be linked to these two sisters' plans of kidnapping, to being law enforcement agent and then reporting the. I think the consequence higher than just have someone street and who is not into law enforcement. It's something we should actually look into, because a lot of people that are into a system, what they do is because they know the nitty-gritties of that system, they also know the loopholes. So they try to ensure that they use advantage of the loophole. Because because as a security agent, okay, this is what we do, this is what we don't do, this is our reach, this is where we can't reach. And definitely you feel, okay, this is where we can't reach, let us perpetrate evil for this place. And to the brother, thank God you are safe, and it's very, very sad that this is coming from family. Yeah, if you get his money back, very, very sure that fine sisters have been caught, so they know it is a family thing. They will settle in the court, they will also settle in the family. I don't want to settle in the family.
Okay, still on Vanguard. Now the Kanu's detention of the fight is speaking truth to power lawyer. Abuja prominent human rights lawyer Barrister Christopher Chidera has asserted that the continued detention of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ifako, Nnamdi Kanu, is not legally justified, but rather a consequence of his outspoken criticism of Nigerian government. Addressing journalists in Abuja, Chidera described Kanu's prolonged incarceration as punishment for speaking truth to power, arguing that there is no substantial legal basis for his imprisonment. Government is yet to bring charges against Kanu for alleging that former President Muhammadu Buhari had died, a claim many dismissed as propaganda. Chidera noted, if he is spreading such outrageous falsehood, why hasn't he been charged for misinformation? The lawyer further alleged that Kanu's detention is a part of a broader effort to diminish his influence among the Igbo people. They don't understand that Nnamdi Kanu doesn't need propaganda to win the loyalty of his people. He has the trust, he has consistency, and he has suffered more than pursuit of freedom than none of them combined, Chidera said. He also issued a passionate call for Africans to embrace unity and cultivate critical thinking, blaming mental complacency, not colonialism. That for the continent's lingering struggles, Africans' biggest root isn't colonialism, it's our refusal to think. Until Black Africans learn to reason critically, challenge authority, and demand evidence over emotions, we will remain trapped, not by foreign hands, but by our own mental laziness, he said. And because I think he was detained for thinking about former president's death, saying it was false and he had died since. But now they're just detaining him with no charges, it's just there. While they were saying his lawyer, Chidera, is saying that they have no right to detain him without charging him to court for misinformation. If truly he was saying that the wrong people should be charged to court, but they just left him there without anything.
See, about the ex-president, I think there are a lot of propaganda out there, which people who have been coming to say, okay, Barry said, as another propaganda somewhere. So, a lot of things have been going around the internet, and then I think this is a very, very good period for Nnamdi Kanu to actually come outside if he's actually clean. Because the person who he was detained for has gone to the prison, and then his chances should be higher of getting total freedom. But definitely he has a level of freedom now, but then total freedom now. So I just hope for you to actually come out to say, okay, this is how something is, and it's not what we do. And definitely you have to. So they should give you fair hearing at the court, and then the players are on ground to try to defend if he has proof to what he's saying, because they all have rights to whatever our opinion. So definitely, if he has proof to what he's saying, then he should come out. But then I don't think it's anybody if the person who is claimed to have died a couple of days ago actually, because he has gone. Either he died 4 years ago, 2 years ago, but now either he's with his propaganda, all of them, even if they are temporary, all of them now they have lived to have died. So I think the case should also die there with the same. Yeah. So this is a very interesting one also. I'm reading from Premium Times newspaper. Says Tinubu remains Nigerian University after late President Buhari. Tinubu remains Nigerian University after late President Buhari. So this is couple of I think about 3 or 4 weeks back. Now we've had issues of people from the Polytechnic department, like students from the Polytechnic department, coming out to protest because of the change of name of Polytechnic. The states wants to change Polytechnic from Polytechnic department, which is popular. So, and the students have been out there protesting that okay, they want to maintain this name, they just want, fine. It's normal for young people to exercise their franchise, but it's constructive. And any rancor. So the news says that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has renamed the University of Maiduguri that has been made after the late former President Muhammad Buhari. Mr. Buhari died at 82 a couple of days ago at a London clinic after battling health challenges for several weeks. His funeral was well attended, and he says that Mr. Tinubu announced the renaming of the University of Special Federal Executive Council as a Special Federal Executive Council meeting held in honor of the late former president on Thursday. In honor of his memory, to the special session of the Federal Executive Council adopt the naming of the University of Maiduguri to Muhammad Buhari University, Maiduguri. University established in 1975 will now be called Muhammad Buhari University. However, the National Assembly is expected to amend the Establishment Act of the University. From information, we know that, and from knowledge, we also know that Mr. Buhari, who is the ex-president of the Republic of Nigeria, served as Nigeria's democratically elected president from 2015 to 2023. As immediate past president, having previously ruled the country as a military head of state from January 1984 to 1985, August. He stepped down from the office on 29th of May 2023 after completing the constitutionally allowed 2 terms. So now we are getting information that the president of the Republic of Nigeria, as Adogbajale named Unimade University of in honor of the immediate past president, that's President Muhammad Buhari. I think it's a good one to actually respect and honor our past heroes. It's a very, very good one. However, since it is not a solo decision, it's a decision that was made in the Federal Executive Council, at the Federal Executive Council and of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's going to be set on the table for legislators to also adopt it and then look into the Universities Act. So we look forward to the establishment and the reactions, because definitely I know young people around there, particularly in the school, will still have to look at it. I think they have their student union government, their SU, will also look into it. And we hope that there is not going to be any round for just like we had about a couple of weeks ago, where students came out for protest. So naming the university after President Muhammad Buhari, I think it's a good one for the family of President Muhammad Buhari, just like sustainability of the president, of the ex-president. And it's not new in Nigeria. We've had situations like that. We are building the structures, infrastructures of the government and named after our past. So I don't think I personally, as a person, I really do not have anything against that. I'm here in Nigeria, Lagos State. So I think I would like to concern more for people around the north, particularly, and most especially students of the University of the I have 5 years there. So over to decide who's wrong with you or not. But notwithstanding, this is the decision of the Federal Executive of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So it's whatever the decision is going to be very, very soon and very, very fair.
Lastly, on my side, I have from the Vanguard on politics. Before we go, ex-Ebonyi PDP chairman Silas Ono Dom's party joined ADC coalition. Ex-Ebonyi PDP chairman Silas Ono Dom's party joined ADC coalition. Abakaliki, former chairman of the People Democratic Party PDP in Ebonyi State, Barrister Silas Ono has officially resigned his membership of the party and declared his alignment with the African Democratic Congress (ADC), now adopted by a coalition of opposition leaders ahead of 2020 general elections. Ono, who also contested as a PDP candidate in February 4, 2024 senatorial rerun election for Ebonyi South Zone, announced his resignation in a letter addressed to the chairman of the Obiozara Ward. A copy of the letter was obtained by our correspondent. In the letter, Ono cited irreconcilable differences within PDP, particularly the undue interference of some partners in the party's internal affairs as the primary reason for his departure. It is with a heavy heart, yet for patriotic reasons, that I resign my membership of the People Democratic Party (PDP) with immediate effect, better read in part. Due to some irreconcilable differences, especially within roles being played by a few sitting governors of the party, and compared to pursue my political aspiration from a different but stable platform stated. People actually believe. And last I said, if article should vote on follow me. And now one will become the former workers decided to keep PDP for ADC. And it's instead they refuse to reconcile, they don't have a structure. That's why they don't suicide. It's not a good thing.
I think everybody wants to be that person. And that is now the other side. I'm comparing ADC and PDP now. Yeah, PDP now. So something that caught my attention when you were reading was when you mentioned the fact that ADP is a coalition of leaders of opposition party. So it is not like a political party that was coined out of ideas or out of interest for the people. It was just a coalition of leaders of opposition party. So and I think when we talk about opposition party, I mean opposition party, APC. So it is not a place. It is not a place that is just that might be healthy for ideas or for progressive discussion. It is just against. It's just like anti-ruling party. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. It is just against the party that is ruling. So it is not vetted from the interest of. Well, I won't say on the idea, but from what I just observed, it doesn't seem to be vetted for the interest of the people. So it was just vetted from the interest of opposing the ruling party. So, well, we have been hearing defection. This one defected from one political party to ADC, this other person defected from one political party to ADC, and we've been listening to coalition. I just hope in a couple of months they don't see our issues of creating maybe ADC A or ADC B, because everybody is now running to ADC because of their own political interest. As the former PDP chairperson also said because of his own political aspiration. So, and we know that most of these people, they are actually aiming the national level of the thing. And it's not possible for a political party to flag more than one presidential candidate. So I think that's another stage where we love to. So Nigeria is always funny, and they are also great. Just like Zero extraordinary every day. So we always have something new to get, and that's why we have Ifako radio giving you news. So the thing is from what he said, that is pursuing his political aspiration. A lot of people also coming into the DC are pursuing their political aspiration, and most of them have interest at the national seat, federal seat, which is the presidency. So I just hope by the time it's now moment for them to step down for one another, they don't have rank for. However, I want to believe and I want to be optimistic that whatever happens at any political party is to for the interest of people and not just for selfish interest. That's just my take on that. I think it's also a charge to other political parties. You know that okay, aside the well-known political parties that we can have, there's also a political party that is point for the interest of people who are against opposition party, church opposition party. Do you understand? So it's just important that every other political party, either APC, PDP, Labour Party, NMPP, or whatsoever, to know that okay, if you are against the political aspiration or the present ruling party, there is a party that has been coined basically and only for people that are against the present political party. Yeah, because that's very, very funny. A coalition of leaders of opposition parties. So it's very